bathroom.
Hello and welcome, my name is Jay Riviera and we are here with The Darkest Dungeon, which has currently just released a DLC that is the Crimson Court. And this is a game that I've played a lot off camera, but I've never really gave it a good stint on the channel. But to me, personally, it's one of the better games that I've played over the past few years. Strategy-wise, anyway. But yeah, so I am going to start. We've got all of the... and the Flagellant is something that I am excited about. We have all the DLC active. Do we want to play Blood Moon? No. We'll go. We'll go what would be classed as normal difficulty, and we'll go Darkest. Just call it J YouTube. There we go. That'll do. And let's go. Right, so it goes through a little bit of a tutorial, and anybody who doesn't really know this game, it's like a dungeon crawler, but it has like permadeath and stuff like that. I'm going to let the cinematic run, and I'll get back to you in a second.
You will arrive along the old road. It winds with a troubling serpent-like suggestion through the corrupted countryside, leading only, I fear, to ever more tenebrous places. There is a sickness in the ancient pitted cobbles of the old road, and on its writhing path you will face viciousness, violence, and perhaps other damnably transcendent terrors. So steel yourself, and remember there can be no bravery without madness. The old road will take you to hell, but in that gaping abyss, we will find our redemption.
Right, so yeah, you start off with the tutorial, which is a little run on the old road with the Crusader and the Highwayman on your way to the hamlet, which is basically your base of operations. But yeah, like this game, nothing is really scripted. There is a few scripted levels in this new DLC, but at this point in time, nothing's scripted. So the tutorial goes different every single time. Sometimes I have actually been killed in the tutorial a few times, but that's absolutely fine. So yeah, you start off, and I'll do a bit UI. This is your character's abilities. You've got your character screen here, and this shows you the position that they want to be in, so like first or second position, and this shows the position that they like to target, so first and second position on the enemy team. You can have 4 players in a line, and obviously the fights go like this, and you can change up the skills: Battle Heal, Holy Lance, Inspiring Cry, and stuff like that. But yeah, anybody can have 7 abilities, but normally there's a few classes that have more active, but normally you can only have 4 active at the time. Campman will get into that later on, and he's got the trait Warrior of Light, 10% damage if torch is above 75, and the torch mechanic in this game is pretty cool. In town, will only pray for stress relief, and prone to stealing items. These are quite scripted. These perks are what they have anyway, and the names are what the names are, but when you hire other people, everything's random. So yeah, let's head on, and we should get into a fight straight away.
The hamlet is just ahead. Dispatch this thug in brutal fashion, that all may hear of your arrival.
Right, so yeah, you get the choice of what you want to use. Because the enemy is in position 1, he cannot use pistol shot, as you can see down there. It's got the 3 marks for the 2nd, 3rd and 4th slot. So all you can do right now is open vein, 11 crit, which is perfect, and that guy's dead now. Because what happened there is it stacked a bleed on top of him, which is like a damage over time. And as he took his turn, he took the 2 damage, and that was it. He was done for. Right, these are curios. Curios are parts on the map where you can interact with them and you'll get some stuff. Or sometimes you get really bad effects. But yeah, that wasn't the best. I was hoping for a key, really, in theory, because you can't really open this chest if you don't have a key.
An ambush. Send these vermin a message.
Right, we'll start with Tracking Shot. And anybody who knows this game, Tracking Shot's been changed recently. What it does now is it's 1 use per battle, but it gives you the buff all the way through the battle, which is actually really good. It gives you 12% extra damage, 6% accuracy, and plus 5% crit. But as you can tell, it is for lesser damage. So, right, please resist the move. Get in, awesome. We could try to stun this guy, but he's got 50% stun. So we just kind of want to work him down a bit. We're getting some good dodges here with this blanket fire. And we want to start pistol shotting the guy. Oh, fuck you with your dodge. We want to start pistol shotting the guy at the back, really. Oh, lovely crit. Love it. We could get out of here 0 stress. Well, no, we're not going to get 0 stress. If we keep dodging like these beasts, we might get out of here 0 stress. Come on, hit him. I was expecting more than that. That was like bottom of the roll. We are dodging for fun. Right, we're going to get a bleed here. 7 stress. We can deal with that. That's not a problem. Yeah, so as you can see down on the Brigand Fusilier's bar, it says 5 to 9 damage. So if we hit him, we're going to kill him.
Surges as the enemy crumbles.
Right, so that went really well, actually. The amount of dodges that we got was pretty good. And we got a decent amount of money from the fight. We are not going to interact with that chest. It will just make us bleed. So let's leave and return to the hamlet. I think it's a 50% bleed chance, 50% blight chance. Right, Fear of Mankind. So he gets more stress and less accuracy versus humans. So we kind of don't want to take him anywhere that humans are going to be. And humans are like the occultist? Is it the occultist? I think it's the occultist.
It is. This squalid hamlet, these corrupted lands, they are yours now. And you
right, so welcome to the hamlet. Only 3 things have opened right now. That's the stagecoach, the graveyard, and the ancestors' memoirs. But obviously the tavern and the abbey offer stress relief. And stress is this little white bar that builds up here. If it gets to 100 stress, they have a resolve check and they can go like hopeless or... But you'll see that later on as we start to play through the game. But sometimes they can get a good resolve check, which leads them to becoming... I can't remember the name of the good resolves, but it brings their stress back down to 0. So it's just RNG, really. This is the stagecoach, though, which early game is one of the most important parts of the actual game, because we want more people coming in per week, because at the minute we've only got 2 people coming in. So if we do this, that'll mean 3, and then hopefully we'll trade off some crests to get 4 coming in per week. And then from there, I don't think we're really going to need to change anything, really. Until we've got a full party, we'll not need to upgrade the size of a roster. But we will pick both of these up. And let's hope for some good skills on them. What skills you got? Right, so he's got the Plague Grenade. I'm happy about that. And he has the Disorientating Blast, which is also good. I would have liked the Blinding Gas, but to be able to blight everywhere and crack an incision like a bleed, we can deal with this. This is good. because he hasn't got the backline stun, but he has got the stun and shuffle, which sometimes is a bit more powerful. What she got? Right, okay, so she's got her heal and she's got her party heal. Illumination. And Judgment. Right, so we want her backline. I'm not too bothered about Illumination. We want her to be able to use Judgment, a Divine Heal, and a Divine Comfort. We'll just check these out. This is if anybody dies, they end up here. Because permadeath is a thing in this game, you know.
Awaiting merciful oblivion. In time, you will know the tragic extent of my failings.
Right, so we are going for a debuff stone, which is something that I don't really care about. The crests and the money is going to be nice. So yeah, we want first position, second position, the Plague Doctor in the third, and the Vestal in the fourth, which right now is perfect. I think these guys have the same skills every single time. Yep, Grape Shot, Pistol Shot, Tracking Shot, and Open Vein. But this could be bad because he's got the Fear of Mankind, which means he's not going to be able to hit any humans pretty much.
The cost of preparedness, measured now in gold, later in blood.
Right, so this is the provision screen. The provision screen is what you're going to take on a mission, basically, on a dungeon. So we get the Holy Water because we've got the Vestal, and we get the Anti-Venom because we've got the Plague Doctor. So I want to bring a couple of shovels. I want to bring 8 food, 1 herb, 2 keys, and probably just 6 torches. I'm going to bring another Holy Water just in case. It's easy enough to get rid of them. You just use them as a buff. And then we're good to go. But yeah, I've loved this game since the day that it came out in early access. And I actually bought the game in early access. And I've recently just bought the DLC. I've been messing around with it, but I've never really got that far. And there's a lot of things that are still going to be quite new to us. Right, so we've got to do 90% of the rooms. We'll probably go through all of them. There's no point in not. Unless we end up in like a terrible situation. There we go, a torch. Right, so the mechanic behind torches is, at the minute we are at 82. Every pip on here is like 75, 50, 25, 0. When the torchlight's high, you get more dodge, more scouting, more monsters surprised. As the torchlight gets low, it's like you get more crit, the enemies get harder, and you have more chance of being surprised. So at the minute we want to keep the light high, but there is times where we are going to do like dark runs. So I'm just going to pop a torch before we go in, so if we do encounter anybody, the chance of surprising them is going to be a bit higher. Right, we'll stun him, hopefully shuffle him to the front. That's 4 to 8. That's 5 to 9. We'll do that. He's obviously going to resist the bleed. He's a skeleton and all.
Continue the onslaught.
But this is a pretty easy fight. There we go, nice and easy, done. They didn't even get to take a turn.
These nightmarish creatures can be felled. They can be beaten.
It's unlocked, so we don't actually need to use anything on it. Right, we get another shovel and a bit of money. Just champion. And we'll get a bit of scout, and that should take with 2 rooms, so we should know what's over here and what's up here. Right, so we've got room battle with treasure, room battle with curio, and we've got a battle in this room. It's absolutely fine.
Even the cold.
We'll use one of our shovels. If we don't use the shovel on that, it will cause stress, and I think it takes away a bit of her health as well. Right, so she's human, which means that he's going to be able to not hit her at all, pretty much. But we will use tracking shot on the skeleton, buff his damage a little bit, but this fight should be pretty easy. We are going to use the disorienting blast on the occultist, bring it to the front, and see if we can finish him off. Perfect. And then he should be able to deal with the skeleton, hopefully, in one shot. Not if he misses, but, you know, that's part of RNG. Seven damage, not too bad. We'll get a little bleed on our going. We'll judgment this guy. And then he should be able to take her out. Stressful incantation, yep. Fuck you. Nice dodge. Love it. There we go. Nice and easy. Right. These are what you use to upgrade buildings in the hamlet. So we're going to be trying to take as much crests, deeds and stuff like that as we can. So if I start discarding stuff, you'll understand why. Right, which way do we want to go? It doesn't really matter which way we go. We are going to all the rooms. Alright, we are not in that next room, are we? Bleh, 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 bleh. Pop a torch. Even though we know there's no fight here, it just means next time we'll go into another room, when we pop a torch we'll be back at full. So yeah, Curio. We'll not have him open it, just he's got kleptomania, so he might steal items from now and again, but nothing you can do about it until we get this. What is it? Which one is it? Oh, Sanitarium. Did not pop a torch. Right, once again we'll try to disorientate her, bring her to the front. Oh, the dodges are real. Tracking shot, that is a very, very low tracking shot. Judgment the occultist. I want her down so that the Crusader can take care of her. The dodges are real. There we go.
Give them no quarter.
Judgment, I love it on a Vestal. Oh, you little bugger. I can't really complain about the misses because we are dodging like everything that's coming our way. We'll stun him out here. Give him... Oh. Or maybe not. The dodge. The dodge. Oh, yeah. Open vein should finish him off.
As victories mount, so too will resistance.
Right, well that's perfect because we don't actually have any stuns on the Vestal, so we will put that trinket straight on her. We'll collect that, and then we'll interact, use a key on this. Nice. The Citrian's not the best, like it's only worth 250, but neither's this really. We could do a lot better. Right, so let's move on. Fuck you, trap.
Watch your step.
See, little things like that, that trap caused a massive amount of stress on the Plague Doctor, which could become a problem later on. And I keep forgetting to pop a torch. There we go again, you see. Before you know it, there's another 20 stress. And he's pretty much close to a resolve check now. We need to kind of work on that, but we don't have a stress heal at the minute. So it means that we are going to have to put him in the Abbey, or the... Oh, maybe not, because we have got holy water. Right, so let's see if we can get this guy stunned and brought to the front. Because he will cause quite a lot of damage, and he does do a decent amount of crits. I should have really tracked and shot there. But now we're going to have to start using the Vestal to heal up. The dodge. Right, so this is 4 to 8 and 3 to 7. Whereas that's 6 to 12 and could kill him in one shot. 7 to 14. 8 damage. We'll take it. Let's drop a heal on the Plague Doctor. Let's start getting a bit of blight on this guy. 4 damage per round. It's like a damage over time, like a bleed. Oh, bollocks. I was hoping that it would take down this guy in the middle. Right, he'll move back here. But we are dodging everything that's getting thrown at us. Zealous Accusation should deal with the guy at the front. Right, 4 to 7. Even if we get the lowest roll, this should kill him. But a crit, which is good because it'll actually start healing his stress up a bit. We'll get a heal because I think we're quicker with Dismas than... Nice crit. Awesome. Right, so we want to use the holy water here, which heals him up, gives him 20 stress relief, and he's pretty much manageable now. All good, all good. The best thing in this game is knowing which curios to use and which not, because it's terrible. Some of the stuff that the other curios do are not good, and there is like no benefit of touching it if you haven't got the right thing to interact with it.
A handsome reward for a task.
It's actually pretty nice. What we are going to do is use this food. And we cannot use it on anyone else, can we? No. Right, so that's the first thing that's going to get discarded if we need to get rid of something. I did not mean to pause that there. But yeah, let's head on. Right. The torch. The torch. Right, so this is a hunger check. You always want to make sure that you've got food so that you can... because if you fail a hunger check, you will gain stress and it'll cause damage to your party. We are going to use both of our torches here. Come into this room because I think there's only one more after this. Yep. Right, excellent. We're going to continue adventuring and head down into this area. And we should be good on torchlight. Because I kind of want to get everything that I can from this dungeon. And we have a locked strong box here. Right, I want to deal with this guy because physical damage is not a problem now. What I need is to stop stress. Right, if we do this and then we can do a tracking shot on him. Oh no, he's dead anyway, so that's good. But we want to track and shot the guy at the back.
The blood quickens.
I'm not worried about physical damage, so yeah, let's just try to take someone out. Pistol shot deals with him. Now the Crusader and Vestal should deal with this guy. Yeah, because we will be healed back up to full by the time...
Remind yourself that overconfidence is a slow and insidious killer.
Right, so we get one of the journal pages, which is good. We'll not have you open it just in case you decide to steal the items from it. I'm not sure if that's the way Klepto works, but...
Trinkets and baubles. Paid for in blood. Right, now we can actually return to the hamlet, and that should be good. Right, so again, 5,000 gold and 8 busts, 2 portraits, 2 deeds, and 12 crests, plus another 4 crests up here, and the debuff stone, which I'm not too bothered about. Ruins Adventurer, minus 20 stress in the runes. Like I say, people can get quirks. There can be good quirks or bad quirks. Oniarin, oh, now that is one of the better skills you can get on a highwayman. Wield Tactician, 15% damage in the wield. These are some awesome quirks. I'm loving Oniarin. And actually Wield Tactician, because... Is the wield... Oh, it's a long time since I played it. I cannot remember whether the wield is the one where people have good blight resist. We don't need to put any of them in stress relief, but this is what the Abbey and the Bar do, and you can upgrade, increase stress recovery, increase stress recovery, increase stress recovery, and as you do it, you can open up the more spaces in each one. So like, yeah, as you level up, it opens spaces and just increases the stress recovery. Same with the tavern, it's like blah 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 blah, but we won't be needing to upgrade them as of yet, because nobody needs stress recovery. What's the point in upgrading them? Oh, an occultist is awesome. To fight the abyss,
a man-at-arms, another plague doctor, and another man-at-arms. I am going to take them, even though we're probably not going to need the 2 man-at-arms. But which one's better? Crush, Bellow, Command, and Bolster. This is a terrible man-at-arms. There we go. Retribution, Bolster, which is decent, Rampart, and the Crush, which is ideal. Mind you, that Bellow kind of does make it so that all of your team is going to act before the enemy team. At minus 5 speed, if you do that twice, then you're pretty much got them in the surprised state. Right, so he's exactly the same, but he doesn't have the Noxious Blast. He's got the Battlefield Medicine instead. And the Occultist, come on, Weird Reconstruction. Awesome. Right, that's what we need. The Weird Reconstruction is a beast. Demon's Pull is once again awesome as well. Clears all corpses, pulls somebody 2 spaces forward for 50% of the damage. That's brilliant against somebody who is like... If you've got, say, like one of the bosses and they have a high damage stat, you can use this and it'll cut them straight down, you know, make life a lot easier. And the Abyss Artillery is pretty good, especially how it's damage against Eldritch. We can get on that. Because there is a charm you can get which does more damage against Eldritch, which is nice. But yeah, I'm quite happy with the way that this has gone. The way that I'm going to be doing the episodes is we are going to do a dungeon first, and then we are going to do the stress management and upgrades and stuff like that. But I'm not going to sit around and go, well, I think we need this guy, this guy, this guy, this guy. What I'm going to do is I'm going to like end my episode, and then I'll have a little look, see where we're going to go, see what team we're going to use, and then when we come back, I'll explain the team and the layout and stuff when we get there. It'll just save a little bit of time on the videos. But yeah, I'm going to end the episode here. Please do drop a like, a comment, all that good stuff. Stay hidden, and I'll see you next time. Cheers. Bye.